InternetLawCompliance.com presents a video on the law, rules, and regulations governing the website that is an information-only website. Hi, my name is Jenny, and I'm part of InternetLawCompliance.com, which was founded about 10 years ago by attorney Jack Campitelli, who wrote the complete legal guide for websites on the laws, rules, and regulations governing the Internet as it pertains to the website owner, operator, internet marketer, blogger, etc. Today, we are going to discuss what your legal and sensible requirements are for operating an information-only website. You don't sell anything, but you do provide information on a subject or range of subjects to your visitors. The first rule of any website or blog site is that you must have a privacy policy. The second thing you should have is a terms of use agreement, sometimes called a terms of service agreement. Third, you need to be aware that there are times when you need to make disclosures or disclaimers about your site content. Why a privacy policy? First and foremost, it's the law. Whether or not you collect information about your visitors, viewers, or users, you must disclose what information, if any, you collect and what you do with it. This is usually referred to as a privacy policy, and it must be displayed on your site. Even if you do not collect information, you should display a policy that says you do not collect information. If you collect information from or about children visitors, you must consult an attorney to draft your privacy policy and to inform you about the current laws regarding children and the Internet. This is a heavily federally regulated area with draconian penalties. Why a terms of use agreement? While this is not a legal requirement, it is a very good idea to have one. This is where you outline the rules for interacting with your website, where you not only can limit the users of the site, you can limit the actual use of the site. You can restrict the use others make of your site and your contents. This is also the perfect place for a few disclaimers if they are needed. A Terms of Use Agreement is especially important since the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act came into effect. Why do you need to be aware of the possible need for disclosures or disclaimers? If you're an information site that provides links to products that you get compensated in some way for promoting as an affiliate or some other way, and or you have testimonials and or endorsements on your site about the information you provide, you may be subject to the newest bit of restrictions from the FTC, namely the October 2009 FTC Guidelines for Endorsements and Testimonials in Advertising, which says in a nutshell that if your site carries a testimonial or endorsement, you must disclaim what compensation the provider of such endorsement or testimonial receives. There are different rules for compensated and uncompensated. If you are a blogger and receive compensation or consideration of any kind from the internet business or seller of a product you talk about, you need a disclosure and disclaimer. But you're only an informational site, you say. Really? Okay, but if you link to a product you talk about, say as an affiliate, you must disclose that you get money for them purchasing the product. Obviously, display banners and ads are excluded since they already imply that you get paid if someone clicks on the ad. Okay, if you send out a newsletter or email potential readers of your site, you need to be aware of the spam rules and regulations. We have a complete video on this subject, Internet Laws, Rules, and Regulations. Spam is not illegal. Needless to say, with each mailing, there are a few simple rules to follow. Mail only to legitimately obtained email addresses. Use legitimate ISPs, not anonymous remailers. Use truthful subject lines. Use a real return email address. Provide an unsubscribe feature that works. Provide a postal address if your email or newsletter provides information or products from third parties and or your subscriber is not an opt-in. Lastly, under new FTC disclosure requirements, make sure you disclose that you may receive compensation if someone acts on the email if that is the case. Now, if any of the information on your website is health related, you need to be very, very careful of what you say and how you say it. Do not promote a cure for anything. In addition to never, never, never using the word cure, which is an FTC hot button, you must advise people that your treatment plan or supplement plan will not work for everyone. And of course, advise them that they should only do anything after consulting with a physician or other healthcare professional. Advice about how law enforcement and regulatory agencies deal with these issues and what you can do about it is discussed in detail in the Complete Legal Guide for Websites. Internet Law Compliance's Complete Legal Guide for Websites includes detailed reports on the FTC 2009 Rules for Bloggers, Blogging, Testimonials, and Endorsements, Disclosures and Disclaimers, the FDA and your health-related site, and much, much more. The guide provides straightforward explanations and answers for the legal issues facing webmasters and basic forms that meet these basic requirements. While these forms are one size fits most, they do require that you do a bit of editing to make them meaningful to your website and your policies. The requirements stated in this video are not just a good idea, they are the law. Our disclaimer. This video contains legal information, not legal advice. You are always encouraged to consult with a lawyer about your individual situation, since this video can only deal with general cases, and in reality, there is no such creature. You, the viewer, are entitled to self-advise based on this information, but you are not entitled to look to the author to indemnify your decision and your course of action based on this video. This information is brought to you by InternetLawCompliance.com, where we offer the Complete Legal Guide for Websites. This guide includes not only the more detailed information on spam, but on privacy policies, terms of use, purchase agreements, COPA, disclosures and disclaimers, and much, much more. This is just one of many informative videos that you will find posted on YouTube based on information from Internet Law Compliance's Complete Legal Guide for Websites in the following days and weeks. Subscribe to receive an announcement of when we post a new bit of information. We will be discussing spam, disclaimers and disclosures, FDA issues, and much, much more in upcoming videos. See you there.